All right, y'all, so let's talk about this. I have a true story for you guys, and I'm going to get into it. So around 2001, a guy that I was friends with at the time, we would, we were doing music together, and he came up to me one day. He said, I got this idea. He said, hey, man, we should do this modeling thing. I'm like, modeling? He's like, yeah, yo, I was talking to this guy, blah, 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 and he said this and that, and, and so basically what it came down to was in between, like during intermission, right? We come out, we perform. This is a whole different demographic of people now every time we do this, because these people that's sitting there, it's not like they don't party, but they don't know us, but they'll get to know us, so we'll be, hood local at least. And I said, man, I'll do this on one condition. At first, I'm like, man, I had to think this shit over. So I said, listen, I understood what models did. I've been to modeling shows, I've seen it, and that shit was never for me. I said, we have to be able to do things our way. Like, what you mean? I said, what you mean? What I mean? We have to do things our way. Like, I'm not doing no sissy shit. I'm not trying to be sexy for nobody. Like, I'm not with this shit. So, if it don't work, no. Like, if we like, if it's it's either our way or the highway, then it's the highway. All right, man. So anyway, it worked out for us, and we basically had routines and things that we were doing that they hadn't even seen. So it was like, oh shit. So we wasn't doing no little sissy ass, bitchy looking modeling, right? All right. So while I'm there, I meet this chick. Her name is Michelle. We start dating, right? Now, Michelle turns out to be a groupie. Everything about her was wanting to be in the spotlight. Always, all these pictures with all these groups that she met and been on the road with. And so I'm like, nah. Like, then she had this friend that every time I turn around, her and her friend, something's wrong. There's some, bullshit going on. 3 o'clock in the morning, this motherfucker spending the night at my house. She calling, oh, it's this and this and this. Then my partner, same guy, he was dating this friend. They shit fell apart. And it was just one of these, like, monkey see, monkey do. If he's doing something wrong, then I must be doing something wrong. He hurt my friend. What you going to do? What do you mean what I'm going to do about it? I have nothing to do with what's going on between the two of them. And neither do you. So I realized she was a joke, man. Now, I kicked her ass to the curb on a Thanksgiving. She called me on a Christmas trying to rekindle. Fuck out of here. All right. Case in point, one of these guys was Mystical. Pictures with Mystical, all, And I'm like, yeah, there's some groupie shit. And she was one of them, slender, get like 6-pack hips, thick booty, thick thighs, but slim thick. You know what I mean? One of them. And I can remember her making a big deal out of meeting all these, Jodeci and H-Town. And so that was her thing. She date the type of guy that's a yes man. Whatever she want, yeah, baby, whatever makes you happy. Yeah. Man, nah, I'm not going to sit up here and have me looking like a fucking fool. You show up somewhere and any one of these motherfuckers tell yo, baby, and I break your fucking face open. Not fighting over her, but you're not going to disrespect me. Like I'm some bitch. You going to stand up here and walk up to what's supposed to be my chick? Nah, you go out here and do what you do. So I kicked the ass to the curb, right? Now, I want to give you all a scenario. What if it was a situation where me and her broke up? Let's say she went her separate way from Mystical over me. Bitch, I'm free. You see what Mystical is right now? And after all that bragging, and that's the thing about it, and I remember a woman said, ain't you and Aries together? Like, yeah, so why you bragging about all these guys you met and talking about them? Talk about your man like that. You gonna mess around and lose a great man chasing behind these celebrities. all of these dudes that had their run-ins with, bad fortune and all of that. Mystical is facing 20 years in prison. He, pleaded guilty to rape charges for some shit that happened some years ago. We know he was in jail, got out of jail, now he's about to go back. Other charges that he had on him, if he was guilty of those charges, they said it would have been life in prison, right? You see, this celebrity life, when I tell you guys all the time, I don't see any of these celebrities no different from you. When I went to high school, Latifah, y'all call her Queen Latifah, her mother, Miss Owens, was my teacher, my art teacher. I've been around Latifah. I've been around Faith Evans. I've been around several people. None of that shit means anything to me. You understand? None of that shit means anything. They're just people. That's all. They're just people. So I don't look at them like there's something special about them. I was around Redman. I was around Tretch. Not friends with them, but so it doesn't matter. None of that shit matters to me. You're just people. Now, when I look at the things that people say, I listen to the things people say, I listen to, the whole mindset that people have when it comes to dealing with different people, and like you meet celebrities, and like these groupie chicks want to go to these VIP lounges and all these different places and trying to find a rich guy. Y'all don't know how many countless people that I know, that I've met personally, that they're in a relationship with someone and they're going through hell. I didn't watch the video, I didn't read the article, but I saw an article titled, it says, Jada Pinkett Smith says she's really enjoying her freedom, her space from Will. So apparently Will and her are not under the same roof. Now, remember when they had that red table shit she does? And I told you guys last year, or whenever the hell it was, I said Jada Pinkett did not do that red table thing with him to apologize to him, to work their relationship out. No. Jada Pinkett went there, one, to humiliate him, make him look like an ass, to explain why she did what she did. You made me do it. You pushed me to doing it. That's what she came there to do. Two, to promote her bullshit book. And I also told you guys that Jada Pinkett was also going to do what? She was going to, in her book, say some shit about Tupac, figuring anything with Tupac name in it is going to get attention. Oh, Tupac proposed to me when he was in the hospital. I told you, all that crying, and I said, you don't cry over somebody like that. Like, you're either somebody was a family member, like I'm talking you were like, or there's somebody who you were intimate with, or wants to be intimate with. Something like, every time. The one time I remember her crying, and she sat there and said, Tupac and I had the kind of love that only happens once in a lifetime. And now wait a minute. And this is why you're married to Will. This was years ago. This is before all of this other stuff with her sleeping with this kid and all this. I'm saying, let's think about what was said. You're watching your woman sit here and cry over another man talking about me and Pac had the kind of love that only happens once in a lifetime. I've never heard her say that about Will. I've never heard her, like, in the beginning, Will is this and that, he's very affectionate, and like made him sound like a little cuddle buddy. But nah, I guess Will ain't gangster enough for Jada. Now, you slap Chris Rock in the face, you keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth, you did all of that, and you still are the one that got kicked to the curb. Now, wouldn't you feel real stupid if one day Jada Pinkett and Chris Rock squashed whatever and became real cool? Because she do everything to rub that in your face too. And I say, I always see these videos and hear these women talking about a man's salary and trying to, and always talking about meeting some fucking celebrity and always talking about these celebrities like they're on top of the world. Until you think about it. Ray J is a celebrity. You know, he talking about he's about to die in a couple of months. And he, fuck all that, come out the closet. Ben came out the closet. Want to cut that closet shit? Yeah, right? Everything. Everybody who you thought was on top of the world, you see how human they actually are when something goes wrong in their life? So, once again, I don't see any celebrity any different than how I see any of you. And now, looking at mystical, I mean, you think Bill Cosby thought by the time he got the age he was when he went to jail, you think he saw that coming? You think any of these people are looking, going, hey, you know what, I'm going to get all this money, I'm going to do everything, go out, make movies and comedy or whatever the hell, make all this music, then by the time I'm in my 70s, 80s, then I'm going to go to jail. No, these people do things they think that they're okay. And the crazy part about it is all of y'all come up with either conspiracy theories or you might even be telling the truth. I can agree with you about a lot of things. But my point is, regardless to what we're saying and regardless of how true it is, right? The fact that you know, people can't avoid these things, the fact that somebody ends up losing their freedom. But he was a billionaire. That's my point. So if they can touch a billionaire, who the hell are you? Who can't they touch? Anybody can be touched. Anybody. But somehow people think that this is the life. Fellas, if you think that a woman showing up looking for somebody who has a lot of money and saying, I just want a man that's goal-oriented and has ambitions. Let me explain something to y'all. That's all this bullshit they tell y'all right now. A time is going to come, this bitch going to get fat, stretch marks, probably barely half wash her ass, don't brush her teeth like she used to. Yeah. Walk around, you funky, socks pulled up to her knees, looking all kind of ways, but when she go out in the public, oh, now she want to look her best. What is that going to do for you? Y'all ain't having sex no more. Y'all don't do nothing but pay bills together, live under the same roof, just end up divorcing anyway. Ladies, if a man is throwing money at you, it's because he expects you to be that way. That's how all bitches are. That's what they want. That's what these thoughts want. That's how they think. So they don't really want to settle down with you. But if you sexing the motherfucker, and let's say he like what he's getting from you, you might be eye candy to him to where he hold on to you. But there's somebody else. And when you leave, he don't care. Whatever happens to people falling in love and like really wanting to be with each other and getting to know each other before they start fucking and sucking and saying I do, and by the time y'all get married, you like, wait, how many brothers you got? What's your last name again? Oh, you don't got no kids, right? All the shit you should know from the very beginning. You just starting to learn this shit later. Oh, I didn't know you had 2 other daughters. Oh, I know y'all don't know shit about each other. Let me tell you something, man. It takes you years to really know a person. All right, years. Bad habits, things that they do that piss you off, if they're honest, if they're sneaky, these things you just don't know. And you can assume all you want. But when you don't know, you don't know. So anybody that's telling you you should marry not for love, but due to high value, low value, y'all some goddamn fools. Every one of y'all unhappy motherfuckers. Let me tell y'all something. If all you care about is how much money you can get from somebody else, you will never be wife material. As long as you're sitting up here looking at a woman like, well, that's just the way women are, and you know, you do what you gotta do, man, but then if shit don't go right, y'all just go your separate ways, and then she take half your shit. Now you out here 50-something years old, 60-something years old, still trying to make rap albums because that money ain't right, or trying to jump back in a boxing ring. You know how motherfucker get to age, they be walking, they be shaking and shit, they done got so old, motherfucker coming in the ring trembling and shit, and you talk about, I'm better now than I was back. Yeah, I know, right. Yeah, still trying to pursue that career where you thought by this time of your career, you just have to, tour, make your money, chill, relax, probably have a documentary or 2 out or whatever the fuck, but just, whatever, doing behind the scenes shit, or, hey, whatever you doing, bottom line, you felt like you don't have to work as hard now as you did when you was younger, but now you in a position of, hey, I'm still making money off of the things I did years ago, and I'm still out here. And I'm not saying you can't still rap or still act, of course not, but what I'm saying is, now you're doing this shit because you know how you got a rap ain't made a hit in fucking decades. Now you coming back out with some new shit because his money ain't right. Because this chick then cleaned him out for everything. And everybody then said the only reason that Will didn't leave Jada by now is because Jada gonna clean his ass out. Everybody knows that shit. So once again, Will is the laughing stock. It's not about what I fuck what people say. The problem is Will is in a position of, unless this motherfucker stand up for himself, unless he really, understand. Jada thinks you're soft. She don't see you as a real man. She look at you. She don't want to be with you. All that money you have, one of the biggest fucking actors in the fucking world, right? Just saying, and yet, still not happy. That's proof to you money don't bring happiness to you, man. It's really the type of thing where I don't see any of this ever changing. I really don't. But I found it kind of funny when I thought about Mystical situation and this chick that I used to date, that we know years ago was when he did this. And he went to jail and came back. No, but what I'm saying, what I found funny about this shit was, in conversations with her, I didn't come at her. I didn't give her my number. She came to me, offered me her number, and tried to get to know me. I didn't open up to her. And my thing was, why did you even approach me, knowing you still got shit in your system that and I think that she saw me as, because we're doing this modeling thing, she see me riding, oh shit, okay. Yeah, and I think that's what she saw, like, opportunity. Damn, he built as fuck, got a body, look good. Damn, he out here rapping it. She said, oh shit, okay. Hey, this celebrity life ain't for me. Anything I do is like, everything I wanted to be independent. I wanted to build something that I could live off of and do what I had to do without getting any of these greedy people involved. The people that was with me didn't understand. I didn't fully know how the game worked, but I knew enough to know what we could have did would have worked. And every one of them, at some point in time, we done cross paths and then, yo, Aries, my bad, man. You was right. Yo, we could have, yeah. Fuck all that. But, yeah. Because, yeah, whatever. You don't need to talk about the shit now. But yeah. People will find every reason to go fuck their lives up. You think that because somebody make money, that make them, big money, they're rich, that make them a good person. You think because somebody go to college, that make them a good person. Because somebody goes to church, that make them a good person. I mean, you got people who will come and do shoe and book bag drives for the kids in the neighborhood, go buy turkeys for all the people in the neighborhood, think for Thanksgiving, buy the kids toys, Christmas and all that, and be the biggest rapist, child molesting piece of shit in the world. So it's like, it's not about holding on to the past, but what it is about is really simple. You need to hold on. First of all, you have to know what dignity is to know if you have it. And you need some self-respect. You need to know how to love yourself and love other people. This day and time, none of that matters anymore. I remember some years ago, man, Mano was talking about an album he made. And it was crazy because I knew about the song I Hate Her, the first album he made. I didn't even know he had another album out at the time. But he was talking about how the game had changed. This was years ago. How he said, man, he talking about hustling, like talking about loyalty and respect. And we stand up here on stages in front of people that don't know nothing about that shit. And I remember the funny thing was we went to a show one night. And this was like, I didn't mind supporting like up and coming artists or like unsigned artists. It was a more intimate feeling, like the buildings we were in and stuff, and like how the crowd was more, it was like they interacted with the artists more. It was just like you had rappers, you had poetry, whatever. Like the shows were different, and I liked that vibe. But I can remember one time we went to this show, man, and like I swear to you, everybody that got up on that stage and rapped, I remember I looked at my boy, I said, yeah, this shit has changed. Nobody was talking about nothing. Fuck nigga, nigga, fuck suck my nigga, bitch ass nigga. It's like it just sounded like I kept hearing the same song Every artist, it's like they just was all saying the same shit, dressed the same, act the same swag, everything. And I'm sitting here just looking around. I'm looking at the vibe, and I'm like, yeah, this is different. And from that time all the way to now in 2026, and I'm talking like, yeah, early 2000s, like, but I'm talking from that time to right now in 2026. Other people saying the same thing that I saw. Mano said the same shit. Other people saying the same thing. Because when you go out here and you do anything, and you do what you do with integrity, you do what you do with, not that foolish pride, but like you take pride in your work, you want to give quality, and you realize that, damn, I'm in front of an audience that don't understand any of that, which means they want to appreciate it and they want to embrace it, because I'm not talking about what they're talking about, right? I remember one time I changed. I'm gonna give you an example of something. I went on stage one time, right? And I never like to go. I don't care if I go first or not. But the reason, like, if it was a place I never been to, what we used to do, I said, I listened to all music, and I said, okay, in the South they sound like this. Now, we not gonna talk like with no damn Southern accents, but we know how to mix this shit up. We know how to rock these beats. So it wasn't nothing. I knew what to talk about, how to talk about it. In DC they doing this, Midwest they doing, okay, I see, all right. So everything was, wherever we go, we got some songs that's gonna sound like what they used to, but it's gonna be, damn, they ain't from around here, but damn, that shit nice the way they. And so I understood this shit. And I remember one night, and it was just weird, because we was in New Jersey. And I remember when we got to the building, man, I smelled weed outside. I smelled weed inside. I smelled weed in the bathroom. I smelled weed in the grilling area. I'm like, God damn. Everybody in the audience is looking like, you ever see motherfuckers dance when they high? Motherfucker got drink in their hands, they're holding a little, right? And nobody is looking like I'm like, what the fuck? Like, all right, this shit was new to me. Like, all right. And two of the songs that we was going to do, I said, nah. I said, nah. You know why I switched them? Because two of these motherfuckers was fast. One of the songs, both of them, to what we understood, we was doing two songs apiece. And we wound up doing 6 because we had motherfuckers that didn't make it, and we had the crowd live. These high motherfuckers was feeling us. But I guarantee you, if we'd have did them first 2, it might have been different. Why? The songs were fast, but 2. And one of the songs, I said, what the fuck did I say in that song? I said, I'm sober, it's over, I'm focused, kid, I'm a soldier. Told you I'm gonna smoke your wig. No need for weed, let a proceed, because weed slowed you down and I flow with speed, right? And I said, nah, them weed heads, I don't give a fuck about offending somebody. I don't know you, so if you feel some type of way, then hey, that's your problem. Fuck you. But I knew if I said that line in front of nothing but a bunch of weed heads, this nigga, right? I said, nah. So we went and we did some other shit. Had them motherfuckers rocking though. I could remember the same crowd. Now we got them motherfuckers on our side. I did them 2 songs that I didn't do with 2 others. I said, these motherfuckers so high, it didn't matter. And what was crazy is when I said the line, I heard, oh, like different people, like motherfuckers out there, they did this thing where they would take like they rags and be swinging their rags around when they like some shit, you all night, just kept seeing the rags all night. I'm talking to somebody after the show, and the dude was like, yo, I don't know how you be formulating words like that. I can't do that shit. I be trying, and I might come up with like a couple of like 2 bars or something, but like I like the wordplay and connecting it and the double entendres and all that shit. I'm not there, and I just told the dude, I said, yo, let me hear something that you feel is like your best shit. I don't care if it's hard, if it's party, whatever. Just give me something that you feel like this is me, this is what you do. And he did this rhyme, and I said, that's what you need to focus on. You want to develop the wordplay, right? I said, do the opposite of what people tell you. See, people make fun of people that look words up. Understand what the words mean. Understand how to use the words. But always understand what your story and what your message is before you start writing. That way, before you even write your first word down, you have the ideas. Now, this is what I'm going to start with. You know how to write the bars, right? So you put everything, make it you. Don't try to be somebody you're not. That's when it doesn't work for you. But in terms of being a wordsmith, you can improve on that. I gave this dude pointers and everything, and we did a couple of shows together as well. And this dude, like, I could hear the improvement in him, and I'm like, and he's like, yo, good luck. Every time you see me, but he always give me a big hug and just like, thank you, big dog, thank you. And I told him, I said, yeah, man, just use a formula. I said, but always understand something. Everything changes through time. So you don't want 5, 6 years from now, you still sound exactly the same. You got to understand how to change, what's not for you. How do I take a sound that nobody else is doing? That's what the whole thing got to be refocused. Don't get complacent. And that's how you stay afloat, man. And yeah, man, we was doing our thing, and like I lost touch with so many people. Like not on purpose, some on purpose, but like he wasn't one of them. But like it wasn't like he was a cool dude, man. I didn't know him personally, but every time we was around each other, it was love, it was always respect, it was always peace. And the same thing, one of the conversations we had, like he was like, I noticed you don't be fucking with these groupies like that, man. I be seeing you like backing them bitches off. I'm like, man, I don't fuck around with them, man. I'm here to do my show. As that these same bitches y'all running around here, smashing at the hotel after the show, they're gonna be the same fucking ones. You get pregnant, you stand across from them in a fucking courtroom one day because they trying to take all your shit. You trying to find out this baby's yours. It's too much going on. We got too many examples in front of us, right? And he was like, yo, for real, you right, yeah. So it was one of these things. Now think about it. Back then, MySpace was popping. So social media wasn't nothing like what it is now. It wasn't as widespread. So these conversations we having now, it's nothing new. It's just it wasn't in front of a camera before. So now when you hear mystical story, when you see what's going on, don't that shit make y'all think just a little bit, man? Like, if you were a celebrity, would you end up being just like these people, or would you be smarter than them? Because right now, man, I see nothing but a bunch of dummies that keep falling for the same thing. They remind me of them gazelles, man. Y'all see how the gazelles on them nature shows? They walk to the edge of the water, and they see these 2 black humps coming up. And then all of a sudden, the black humps get close enough, and crocodile jump out and grab, or a gator, right? And you got like 50 gazelles. They all see this happen, and they all get killed the same exact way. Every time, like, damn, I done seen them humps before. I know what that mean. But they like, let me get that last little slurp of water. Them motherfuckers over there in the water, lick. Oh, shit. And the other one's haul ass. They don't even move to another side to drink. Nah, they stand right in the same spot. The same spot. And it's like, damn, do you not see when them little 2 humps come? That's the eyes of this motherfucker. They about to get you. This is the same way I see human beings live their life. So, no, I'm not here to make fun of Mystical situation. Say what you want, but Mystical's not a good person. That's why he's in the position he's in. But I was dating a woman that thought Mystical was the shit. And I'm like, what's the purpose of showing me these pictures? And it was kind of like, all right, we done been together, and I want to try to work this into him that I like to go out and travel, and if I meet people, don't take it like no type of way, or nah. And fellas, let me tell y'all something. Let me say this to y'all. All right, because I want y'all to pay attention. I don't care if you eat ass, if you suck toes, if you fuck a chick till her eyes roll back in her head, she's slobbing on us she's convulsing and she ain't even sexy no more. I don't care if you drive a chick out of her mind and that after y'all fuck, this motherfucker go shower and cook you a 7-course meal, you fucking so good. If that chick is gonna cheat, she's gonna cheat. If that chick is a thought, she's a thought. If that chick got other dudes on the side, she got other dudes on the side. If that chick is going to go out and stab you in the back, she's going to do it. It don't matter what you do. And if you think I have to buy her more expensive things, I gotta take her out more, I don't know, nah. I gotta suck the back of her kneecaps. I gotta start sucking her elbows. I gotta do something. No. Once you are stripped away from your manhood, and this chick see you'll do anything to get her attention, she don't even respect you. She just know that she can use you. And aside from you being an ATM and a bank check, and a check for her, what are you? Ladies, if you out here with a guy that want to show you off, and he reference you, yo, that's my bitch right there. Okay, you might think it's cute and all that. You know, that's just the way we talk. I'm gonna tell you something. He's just as toxic as you. He's just as toxic as you. And trust me, he know about 10 more women just like you. Nothing special about you. Nothing special. You know, this chick the other day was talking and was like, oh my God, Blueface used to be so sexy. He all fat. And I'm like, look at this, ew. I'm like, oh my, look at him. Shit, Christian Rocker had that nigga. That was my TV husband. Fuck that. That motherfucker looks stupid. He all fat and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, you know how fucked up in the head you are? This motherfucker talking about Blueface like he know her. Bitch, you could talk to your blue in the face. Who are you? And I mean, she's just like really talking as if she know him. You think the person she's talking to would say, damn, you sound stupid. You talking like you know this dude. What do you mean? He fat. Yeah, bitch, you fat too, man. What's the purpose? What's the point? Who cares? This is what people do. So you meet a person. I'm about to close this video. Let me close it by saying this. If you meet a person and that person is constantly talking about their ex, run. Don't look back to see how close that, just run. Leave that person alone. I'm telling you right now, they're introducing their baggage to you. You just don't realize it. Run. If you think celebrity life is the way to go, well, I can tell you, there's going to come a time where that natural sex appeal is gone, them titties sagging, them stretch marks, the booty hanging down now. Now all of a sudden you walking around 65 years old with a BBL, you slice your nose up, you look like a fucking alien. The dudes walking around here now, dudes just walk around getting tummy tucks and men getting cosmetic surgery and all this shit in this day and age. So y'all doing all this for what? Who are you doing this for? You see younger females used to be that chick walking around, booty jiggling all day, but yeah, now everybody looking at you like, the fuck? Yeah. Now they making fun of you. Same way 50 Cent made fun of Tiny. Now they got pictures of Nicki Minaj over her fake ass and all that skinny ass thighs and shit just look all nasty and nothing looks right. Nothing looks good. Damn, you look at a person, pictures of before, they look human, and look at them now. Y'all think these people special because they got songs out, because they got some popularity? Nah. Then you had the other chick walk around with a line of lipstick named after fucking venereal diseases and all kinds of goofy shit. Bitch made a song talking about getting gonorrhea. Did a video telling how somebody gave her gonorrhea. Talked about she was pregnant. She didn't know whose baby it was and told her boyfriend, well, baby, just know we having a baby. I don't know if it's yours or not, but we having a baby. Like, and this is the type of motherfucking relationship that y'all look for. Stick to your simple life. People want to call it a simple life when you don't get caught up in drama, but stick to your simple life. At the end of the day, you don't realize how many headaches you avoided yourself. And if you can't find somebody that love you for who you are, let that motherfucker go. If you go on date, you gonna fuck, protect yourselves, call an escort service, at least you know you paying for shit then. And it's just on your terms and their terms. See you when I see you. All you did was a quick release. You know what? I just feel like chilling, watching some movies, having dinner tonight. You know what? I need some company for about 3 hours. You know what? Whatever. That's all. That's all. At least you know, like I said, what you paying for, as opposed to somebody pretending to love you and want to be with you. But nowadays, they ain't even telling you that. They just flat out, what is your goals? And like, what, man, listen, keep your happiness and your peace. None of this shit ain't worth it. None of this shit ain't worth it. So for me to deal with somebody and understand how these things work, and just imagine that though. Yeah, I just kicked the ass to the curb, but just imagine though. All of this shit, you're holding on pictures like this is some sentimental value, right? And oh, I met him in this one and that one. Yeah, you probably got fucked by every single one of them too. But at the end of the day, that was my thing. Nah, this bitch gotta go. And that was that. Took my foot and turned it sideways. Boop, get your fucking ass out of here. That's how that went. We're not playing that game, man. We're not playing that game. If a person don't love you for you, you don't need them. Don't fuck around and learn the hard way. Fuck around, had 3 or 4 babies with this person going, damn, I should have left. Because now them babies here, you got to take care of them. You got to be with them. You got to do the things for them that you need to do. You got to learn how to teach and be not just a provider, but a mentor, guidance. They need that love. And pretty much the way things happen now, man, that's why the kids are being failed, because the parents are failing them. Don't fuck with a relationship that you already know is toxic before you get into it. That's all I got for y'all now. Catch y'all on the next one.